This is the Accsoon SeeMo, which is a little adapter that takes the video signal from your camera and makes it recognizable by your iPhone or iPad. The result of this is that you can use your phone or iPad as a full-fledged monitor with no compromises. It's a cool product, but it's not perfect, so in this video, we're gonna check it out. It comes in a small box. Behind the manual, there is a cold shoe mount, an iPhone cable, and an iPad cable, and the unit itself. You'll need more stuff to make it work though. A tiny HDMI cable for your camera model, an NP style battery, and your phone or iPad. And so what you do is take this little adapter, you mount it to the cold shoe of your camera, screw it into place, then you take your HDMI cable that you purchased separately, you plug that in, plug the other end into your camera, just like that. Then you take the included supplied cable and you plug that into the unit on the other side. And then this goes into your phone. You attach your phone into this little spring-loaded holder and you're almost done. You need to add the NP style battery. So that goes here. And this is a larger NP battery, but you can get one that's half the size. You'll also need to download the Accsoon See app to get started, which is free. And there you are. The interface is simple and clean, plenty of options to turn on charts and histograms and zebras and mess with a whole lot of stuff. You can even load LUTs and record with them. The app is great. It's what makes this little adapter so wonderful to use because it is a professional level monitor with no features that are missing in my book. The brilliance of all of this culminates in the ability to record directly to your camera roll, so you can see what your camera is seeing on your phone as a monitor, and you hit the little record button right here and you can start your recording, and it's going directly to your camera roll as soon as you hit stop. And there it is on my camera roll. So the convenience of this, again, is immense, especially if you are planning to just post to social media, if you're doing Reels, something like that for Instagram. You don't have to convert the footage. You don't have to import anything into a computer, into a laptop. You don't have to airdrop anything. It literally records directly to your phone in very high quality. And there are certainly other benefits to using this little SeeMo adapter as well. First, by using your iPhone, you are getting significantly brighter monitor performance outside, especially with the newest iPhones. You'll get 2 to 4 times the nits of a standard monitor. Second, you can argue that the color reproduction is more accurate on an iPhone because it's a higher quality panel. Again, especially if you are using newer iPhones or something like an iPad Pro. And third, you can greatly increase the size of your monitor by using that aforementioned iPad. I could think of a lot of applications where that would make sense. So there are a lot of positives with this adapter. Everyone that I've talked to about it seems to love it, but it's not perfect. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to give you guys a couple of things to think about and maybe areas for improvement for Accsoon in a version 2.0 or version 3.0 of this product. First, I think HDMI cables should be included. Second, I think that the provided cables should come in shorter lengths because if the cables were shorter, the whole setup would look cleaner. Third, I wish that this adapter could just draw power from the camera or from the phone. I don't think that it takes that much power to run a converter inside of the unit, so attaching an NP style battery to this setup, making it a 3 battery setup is a bit much in my head. I get that if you are trying to shoot for hours or all day, it makes a lot of sense, but for quick Instagram reels, it would be awesome to not have to carry around an extra NP battery, just the unit, plug it in, mount your phone, and that's it. That leads me to my fourth point, which is more of an idea. Could you imagine if they made these cables retractable, or you could kind of stow them away with the unit? Now, the rationale behind this is if I'm going to carry around an extra little cable like this one, carry around this HDMI cable, carry around my phone, which I do anyway, carry around this extra battery, and then you take this whole unit. I mean, this isn't really something that you could just throw in your pocket and walk around and just throw on your camera whenever you need it. You really need to pack this away in your camera bag just like you would a typical monitor, like this Atomos Ninja 5. I mean, you're really not taking up that much more space in your camera bag with a dedicated monitor versus this adapter and your phone. So if it was possible to integrate the cables into this compact unit, even the mount really should be one unit with this thing. Could you imagine? You don't have to carry this around. If it could pull power from your camera, you don't need a battery. All that you need is this. That's it. You could throw this in your pocket. When you need it, you whip out the little cables, plug them into your camera and your phone, and you're on your way. That would be a remarkable product and very, very convenient. And if a product such as that came out, I would be willing to pay double the price of this to get that convenience. My fifth point is the biggest problem with the SeeMo, and that is you are limited to 1080p 60 frames per second recording. Now that's great if you have a Sony a6000, but if you have anything newer, it's hard not to be able to use the 4K capabilities of your camera. And I know for casual uploads to Instagram, you don't need 4K, but that's not the point. I want this to be a full-fledged video recording monitor, and for it to replace my Atomos, it has to record 4K. And points 6 and 7 are kind of minor complaints. If you swipe up out of the app and then you go back into the app, on occasion you get this crazy echoey noise. And you have to close the app entirely and then go back and reopen it and start the monitor to stop that from happening, which is just a weird software thing that they can probably upgrade. And the last thing is the build quality on the unit itself. While it's fine, it's adequate, I just wish it came in black because it just wouldn't stand out in a setup like this if it was just nice and black and matched the rest of the camera and lens, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so that might have sounded a bit harsh, but I think that for a Generation 1 product, it's amazing. I am surprised that it took so long for someone to come up with this idea and this product because it's brilliant, really, when you think about it, because it's compact, it's way less expensive than a monitor, it's way more future-proof than a monitor. The convenience factor of just having everything directly loaded onto your camera roll as soon as you hit that stop recording button. I mean, there's so many positive things that I can mention about this little adapter. And I think with a Generation 2 and a Generation 3, these things are going to take over the monitor market if they make those improvements and the updates and the upgrades. I really just want to see it smaller and more convenient so I can just throw it into a back pocket, take it with me, and just have it available if I want to do a reel or want to do a short or something quick for social media. I think it's brilliant for that. And if they eventually do upgrade to 4K video capabilities, yeah, it's going to be awesome. So that is going to be it for my review of the SeeMo from Accsoon. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you learned something. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts on this little thing are. Do you have one? What do you think about the price? The price I forgot to mention is under $180, which is amazing for what you are getting. Definitely cheaper than a lot of other monitors out on the market. And so I'll leave some links down below where you guys can read more about specs and purchase if you choose to do so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all of your likes, all of your comments, and your support. Stay tuned for more. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.